fight for the fold, for the good old black and gold. We're the Tigers from old Bannockburn.
Welcome back, and of course in segment 2 we always like to bring you the goal kicking and the ladder. We'll start off with the ladder, and there it is on your screen now, where we see the Inverleigh Hawks and Bannockburn sharing top spot at the moment, separated only by percentage, followed by the Belpost Hill Panthers after their win against the North Geelong Magpies on the weekend, followed by the Tommy Tigers and North Geelong. They're making up the 5 as it stands at the moment, and could be well and truly settled depending on a couple of results coming up the next couple of weeks. Belmont Lions and East Geelong are still sitting there with a chance to make the finals. Werribee Centrals, Coria, Anarchy, Winchelsea and Geelong West yet to open their account. It could be very hard indeed for them to make the 2016 final series. We'll take a look at the goal kicking, and Brett McLeod absolutely going along fantastic. 4 goals on the weekend, takes his tally to 63, followed by Jason Tom of the Bannockburn Footy Club, Paul Carson, Inverleigh, a haul of 7 goals. Fantastic effort down there, huge win against Winchelsea. Nicholas Costello of Belpost Hill wasn't, I don't think he played actually. Jackson McLeod, Thompson Footy Club, Mitch Bibb didn't play, and he didn't feature in the goal kicking at all. Eugene Stanchu from the Belmont Lions Sports Club, followed by Barry O'Toole, Kieran Fulton and Dalton Grundell from the Inverleigh Footy Club. So there we have the ladder and the goal kicking as it stands at the moment. We've got a very special guest on the show tonight, and we've changed feet a little bit. Not one of the blokes, it's one of the ladies from the Geelong Women's Football League, and we've got Alana Tucker in the studio. Good evening, Alana.
Thank you very much for having me, guys.
It's great having you here. Now, you can tell us all a little bit about the local, the Geelong Women's Footy. It all started at North Geelong, basically.
It did. It started off in 2012, I think it was. Yep, so we're progressing very much ahead full from there.
So the North Geelong women's team doesn't really exist anymore now. It's now the Geelong women's team.
No, we've merged into now just Geelong Football Club now, so we'll keep developing, hopefully probably be a cap in no time soon.
So is that all run by AFL Bowen? I saw that while you should,
Yep, it is. All under VFL now, so...
The VFL, yep. Okay. See, a couple of the guys, a couple of the girls that were playing at North Geelong, like Rochelle Cranston, she plays for the Western Bulldogs now. How does that all sort of fit into it all?
Well, they do a draft system throughout the year, and they did that last year, or late last year, so they did an academy, and the best of the players got picked to either represent either Melbourne Football Club or the Western Bulldogs, so a few of our girls were lucky enough to be picked for that.
Okay.
Alana, what's the the added teams that have come into the AFL? Like, it's a big thing now. There's I think Carlton, Collingwood, Melbourne, Western Bulldogs. You've got a team in Adelaide, team in Brisbane, team in Western Australia. What's that sort of done for the morale of the girls? Has it kicked it along, do you think?
It definitely has. It gives the whole team and everyone that is involved in women's football something to work towards, something for the future, and something that shows that girls and juniors actually can progress and play AFL football, not just like quit at this level, but they can keep going further.
Is there anyone in your group you think there's going to be a draft? Obviously, all of the teams are allowed to get 2 marquee players, and the rest are going into the draft. Do you think there's anyone that you're playing with currently, or one of the junior girls coming up that would be drafted this year? Oh
yeah, definitely. We've got, I think there's about 4 or 5 of us, all our girls that are in the draft at this stage now, but the draft system will happen at the end of the year, and then also the Geelong, the youth group that's coming through. I know there's a lot of talent coming through in that as well.
I notice there's a few of the young girls and young boys training down at East Geelong. You see them there. Must be in that Geelong youth group. Where do you operate out of?
We work out of North Geelong. We still train out of them facilities and everything like that, but we've been playing a lot of games on VFL grounds. So we've been
very
developing,
When we're talking AFL girls, you're talking money, right? Just say you played really well this year and you got drafted. Can you get drafted by Adelaide or one of the Brisbane sides? And if so, what would you do then, work-wise?
To be honest, I wouldn't know, but I know if you get picked as a marquee player, I mean, the club pretty much employs you. Yeah. So a few of the teams up north, I know a few, I think Brisbane Lions picked Taylor Harris.
That's it,
and they picked her quite early in the stage, so she's obviously moved up there and got the job with them.
So in the future, is there a chance for the Geelong, the side you play for, to actually get into the AFL and play against the Western Bulldogs, Melbourne and all those sides?
Yeah, as far as I know there is, and I think just because they didn't get the licence to hold that team now, it means that we have something to work towards, and when that next selection comes up for the AFL to pick another team to come in, I'm pretty sure Geelong will be a front runner for that too.
Okay, and as I say, I've actually never seen women's footy. You sort of do what the blokes do. You go through and elbow someone and drop the
course you
knees
do
in.
it. Of course you do what the blokes do.
It is, yes. It's actually quite like
idiot.
that.
Oh, well, I might mow my lawn next week. I might go and watch it.
Have a
Or you
look.
might come down.
I think Geelong actually got a provincial licence.
Yeah,
I think
we
the
did.
teams that missed out got a provincial licence, Grubby, which enables them to get in probably next year or the year after. If
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. You know, so it's really a big thing for
It is
for
massive.
all AFL clubs, and it's a massive thing for. I've got you know, a couple of granddaughters, and you know, it's a great thing for young girls to be able to have a pathway, not just play until under 14s. I think it is when they're not allowed to play against the boys anymore. Is that going to change? Are they going to be allowed to play against the boys?
I don't know, especially because there's such a massive
Physical
background
difference, yeah.
and physical difference, and as well as that there's such a massive youth girls competition
Yeah,
now
right,
that
right.
they can develop and work just with girls. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not-
but until you get enough clubs, so for all the girls can play against
Yeah,
girls
yeah.
up until under 14s,
Yeah.
that won't happen. They'll have
No,
to
no.
keep playing against the
Yeah,
boys.
I'm
quite
interested. How's your results been this year? I noticed you probably haven't been going all that
we
good.
haven't been going that well, but it gives us something to work
Yeah,
towards.
good,
I mean, we
good.
can't really go backwards from here. And
No, I reckon it's fantastic. I really reckon it's a fantastic thing for AFL football, and how much bigger a market is there. You know, like I mean to
It's
say,
massive.
you look at you know, who knows? Rosemary could be in the ruck for North Geelong one day.
Tired by now. Good. Couldn't make some paints as it is. What position do you play, Alana?
Might be giving the blokes a rub down.
Oh, rub up. What position do you play, Alana? We'll just get a bit of seriousness back into this.
I play normally in the back line, but
Yep.
been thrown down forward a few times this year. But I've only just come back.
Couple of
this
running
year.
bounces down the wing, sort of
Bit
thing.
of a Luke
Wait.
Parker type, yeah.
No, I wish I was good as that.
Yeah,
But,
we all do.
You'll be playing for North Geelong seniors.
Well, listen, it's really great to have you. I've got to declare too that you're a very famous Anarchy family.
Yes,
Your mum said
absolutely.
we've got to say cheerio to Helen. Your mum, of course, she said,
Hey, Mum.
say hello to big red hot mama. And I said, well, there you go, red hot mama. And of course, your granddad, Noel Tucker, was a great
Yep.
friend of mine and also past president of the Anarchy Footy Club. So great family line there.
And Tommy, don't forget Tommy.
Big
Tommy, yeah,
Uncle
big Tommy.
Tommy.
Yeah,
Uncle
yeah,
Tommy.
yeah.
don't forget him.
They're all there. They're all there.
We have to rattle off the whole
And
family,
very quickly
you're
too, and I
right.
know you've got a big reunion coming up at Anarchy in a couple of weeks.
We do.
So your mum told me I've got to mention that on the TV. So big reunion at Anarchy. Get onto the Anarchy Footy Club committee, onto Helen or something like that, and find out all about it.
Can I have one
Oh,
quick
well,
question, Dick, please?
We'll have to hurry up.
Yeah, do you play netball as well, Alana?
No, I gave
No,
up netball.
you gave
yeah.
up netball,
Yeah.
okay.
Mum probably a little bit disappointed that I gave up playing for Anarchy.
Okay.
Now I just represent a black and white team.
There you go.
Yeah, she'd be real happy.
Oh, real happy about that. Yeah.
Real happy.
Alana, thanks very much for coming in tonight. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for
And
having me.
we'll catch you in the bar later on, have a couple of beers, and we're out here at
Definitely.
Buckley's having a wonderful night.
Sounds
So,
perfect, Vicky.
but thanks again, and all the best to the Geelong women's footy team for the rest of the year.
Thank you very much, guys.
Good on you,
Absolutely.
Alana.
Good on you,
Yeah,
Alana.
good.
Alana Tucker from the Geelong Women's Footy League. We're going to take a break, and here's another one of these great Mick Larkins snapshots from Geelong Paparazzo up on your screen now. We'll talk to you after the break.